Book Bhagavad, book describes, in the literatures, Vedas, the Vedic literatures describes every significance, pastimes of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So therefore, book is also considered as Bhagavad. And spiritual master or any leader or teacher who gives you an instructions of such Bhagavad is also Bhagavad. So that's person Bhagavad, okay? So this is that's the difference, that's the significance of Bhagavatam. So now whether we read Bhagavad Gita or we read from Bhagavatam or from any Vedic scriptures, as long as it is described about the transcendental pastimes or the glories of the Supreme Lord, it's called Bhagavad. Okay? So that's the only name, only difference. Only difference is that in Bhagavad Gita was served at different purpose, at different time, for different circumstances. Whereas Bhagavatam is also served similarly. But if you look more scrutinizingly, the purpose of Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam are the same. How? Just consider when Bhagavad Gita was spoken, when people are about to die. And just think when Bhagavatam was spoken, when someone was about to die too. So it's the same principle applies, correct? Only difference is that in Mahabharata or in Bhagavad Gita there are mass of people about to die, and here only one person was there. From the material point of view, of course, every second people are dying. So that's why Parikshit Maharaj was very curious about listening to Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay? So far we have been hearing from Rupanuga Prabhu about different pastimes of Srimad Bhagavatam that occurred, and since we have reached to the place where Maharaj Parikshit took birth, Maharaj Parikshit is the person because of whom whole Srimad Bhagavatam was recited. Why? Because he was cursed to be die within 7 days. Okay? So in actuality, when you really look at it, there is no 8 days anyway. Whether you count from Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or whether you count from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or from Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Aitvar, Sombar, Mangalvar, Brihaspativar, Shukra, Shani, Rahu. So whichever way, whether you look from the Vedic way of calculation or from the material point of view, there is only 7 days. So, in other words, nobody really lives more than 7 days anyway. Everybody lives, or everybody leaves also within 7 days. Okay? Everybody lives for 7 days and everybody leaves within 7 days. So, Parikshit Maharaj is that great personality who, because of whom whole Srimad Bhagavatam was narrated by Sukadeva Goswami Maharaj. I don't know whether Rupanuga Prabhu has told you the story of Sukadeva ji in his previous life. Did you guys heard about that? Who Sukadeva Goswami was in his previous life? Who? Parrot. Anybody else?
Vyasudeva Maharaj's son.
Sorry?
Vyasudeva Maharaj's son.
That was in this lifetime.
Okay.
Yes, you are right. It's a parrot. Whose parrot?
Who listened to the Shiva and Parvati? Who listened to Bhagavatam from Shiva's
That is also correct. But I'm asking about the original Supreme. So originally,
Radha ji ka parrot tha?
yes, originally Sukadeva ji Maharaj was very dear parrot of Srimati Radharani. Now in the spiritual world it is described by the different acharyas that they are not really in the form of a parrot. They are more like in the form, actual form. but they can transform themselves into different forms. And in any spiritual beings, even the demigods, they can, or even in the material world, yes. Okay. So even in the material world, like if someone has accomplished the Ashtasiddhis, the 8 different kinds of siddhis, they can also transform themselves whichever form they desire. So in the spiritual world in Golok Dham, Radha's most favorite being, the Jiva, was Sukadeva Goswami. Okay. Anything Radharani, it was like more like a personal friend, really personal friend, intimate friend. So Srimati Radharani used to always tell anything and everything, or in other words, through Sukadeva Goswami, Srimati Radharani used to make things work. So basically he was like a chief personality for Srimati Radharani, trustable chief person. So when Sukadeva Goswami was in Golok Dham, Sukadeva Goswami used to always chant Radha. Radhe Radhe, Radhe Radhe, Radhe Radhe. So always continuously chanting Radhe Radhe, Radhe Radhe, Radhe Radhe, Radhe Radhe. And Srimati Radharani used to tell him, hey, why are you chanting the name of me? Why are you chanting Radhe? Chant name of Shyam. Always chant Shyam, 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 Shyam. And when he chants Shyam, 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 and Krishna says, hey, don't chant Shyam, chant Radhe, 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 Radhe. So in this way, Sukadeva Goswami was chanting both Radha and Krishna, Radhe, 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 Shyam. Okay? This name, transcendental name of Krishna, and was serving in his own way, according to the desire of Srimati Radharani. So when time came that when Krishna wanted him to come to the earth, Radharani wanted him to come to the earth for the purpose of delivering the conditioner souls. Generally, the devotees, the great Mahatmas, the saints, when they come to the material world, they are not bound by the three modes of material nature. Okay? When they come, they are not coming because of their karma. They are coming because of the desire of Krishna, because they want to serve Krishna, because that is the desire of Krishna. And for them, whether they are in Vaikuntha, whether they are in Golok Dham, or they are in the hellish planet, or they are in Martilok on the earthly planet, it does not make any difference. Because those who are carried out by the three modes of material nature, Devi Esha Gunamai, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Devi Esha Gunamai, Mama Maya Durattaya, Mame Vaya Prapadante Maya Metan Tarantiti. So those people who are deluded by the three modes of material nature, such people have discrimination tendency. They see everything differently. Because, I am in material world. I am in such and such person's house. Such and such thing is going to take place in such and such location. I don't like that location. I am not going to go there. I like that place. Wow, that's my favorite place. I will definitely come there. So the Dvanda, as Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, it says that the mind is such that it just Dvanda is taking place, the fighting and rejecting and accepting things continuously, every second, every moment of the life. Accepting things and rejecting things. So this is material because of the conditional nature, because of the control of the three modes of material nature. So the point is that those who are conditional souls, those who are conditional people, those who are like very common people like ourselves, who are very significant, who are not even qualified of, come to the level of understanding the pastimes of Krishna. For such type of people, it's always troublesome. And we always see things differently. But for the great personalities, there is no difference. There is one story actually, when Srila Prabhupada was starting the movement, ISKCON movement in the beginning. I believe he was in Russia or somewhere when the Second World War was taking place. So everybody came to Prabhupada and said, Prabhupada, the bombs are dropping. We should do something, we should run away from here, what should we do? And Prabhupada, he just looked at the devotees and he says, chant Hare Krishna. Where you want to run? The armies, the the trucks are on the road, it's a big mess on the road, the bomb are blowing out on the sky, you can't be on the road, you can't be on the anywhere. And on the building itself also, so from all directions you are already trapped anyway. So, only thing what you can do is just remember God. Okay? So when Prabhupada said that, most of the people, they were very fear. Everybody tried to run away from the place. And Srila Prabhupada just stayed in one place, very calm, and chanted Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So, why Prabhupada did that? It's very. Now we cannot, it says in the scriptures that we cannot imitate the great personalities. You can follow the instructions of the great personalities, but we cannot imitate the great personalities, like our acharyas. Okay? So, if Prabhupada was, if the teacher gets distracted, if Prabhupada was distracted, the whole society, people will be distracted. There is a saying that if the students are distracted, the teacher can handle it. But if teacher itself is distracted, then what is the future of the students? And Prabhupada was an acharya. So similarly, Sukadeva Goswami Maharaj, he was a great acharya. He came, his purpose, his mission was to give Krishna consciousness to everybody for the next decades. So that's why when Srimati Radharani requested, and Krishna requested Sukadeva Goswami Maharaj, Sukadeva Goswami Maharaj to go to the earth for the benefit of the living being. In the beginning, of course, it is little difficulty, because if you love really somebody within your heart, and when you hear that you need to be separated from him or her, it's a pain. It doesn't matter how advanced you are. There is some sort of realization, there is some sort of pain to be separated from your loved ones. So Sukadeva Goswami's eyes were filled with tears of separation. And he was praying to Krishna, praying to Radharani, that my dear Lord, dear Mother, Radharani, why you want me to go to the earthly planet where typically every single people are influenced by the material qualities, influenced by the three modes of material nature. What will be the condition of me if I go there? I don't even want to, forget you even for a second. So I know that if I go to the material world, I'll be trapped by Maya, of your Maya, your energy, external energy, and I will not be able to remember you. I'll forget you, and as a consequences, I'll be trapped by three modes of material nature, and I'll forget you, which I do not want to do that. Therefore, my dear beloved Srimati Radharani, my dear Krishna, if you really want me to go to the earthly planet for the sake of living beings, or however you want to engage me at your service, I'm totally agreed. I'm totally agreed to do so, however you want. But my humble request is that please bless me, that I will never ever be affected by your Maya. So Radharani blessed Sukadeva Goswami Maharaj, And then he came in the form of a parrot. So that is the time when Mata Parvati was listening Srimad Bhagavatam. Before that, actually what happened was Narada Muni always comes in that place in everybody's life. So Narada Muni came and told Mother Parvati that, my dear mother, because when he as a saint, he comes to the house, generally you respect him, greet him. So Mother Parvati was very happy and excited because he was not only saint, but they had a relationship as a guru too. Narada Muni was a guru of Parvati before she got married. Okay? And not only that, because Shiva and Narada are the son of Brahma, so in other words, there is a family relationship also. So that way, she was respecting and she was very excited, but at one point when everybody was discussing, when Narada Muni and Mother Parvati was discussing the general activities, what was going on, how things are going on, like that, like we talk each other. At one point Narada Muni tried to make Parvati confusion here, saying, how is your personal life? And she said, oh, excellent, there is nothing that I really lack. My husband, my husband is Mahadev, Ashutosh, he is always pleased and he fulfills every single desires that is in my core of my heart. So therefore, I'm 100%, 10% I'm satisfied. So, but that day, it happened that Shivaji was not in the house. So, Kailas. So then, Narad Muni, so this is the technique. He plays in such a way that he makes Srimad Bhagavatam to be recited. Srimad Bhagavatam are recited a couple of times by different personalities. So then that time he caught hold of the Parvati Mata's, he cut off the voice, he interrupted basically and said, you are saying so much about your husband. You are so excited. You are so happy. You are. There is nothing that you really lack. He loves you. He shares you everything in life. Nothing is hidden from you. But can I ask you one question, mother? And she said, certainly. You can ask questions. What questions you have? Then Narad Muni said, you know why Shivaji is putting all this mundamala on the neck? Skulls. So what is the definition of Shivaji putting the skulls garland on his neck? Can you please tell me? Can you please describe me the significance of this? Then when Narad Muni asked this question, Parvati couldn't answer that question. Immediately she said, oh, I don't know about that. But you just told me few seconds ago that you know everything and nothing is hidden from you. Shivaji has everything he reveals to you. Anyway, now I see how much Shivaji really loves you and how much really he cares about you. And now I understand also whether he really hides you the significance things or he really reveals every single matters to you. Narayan, I'm going to go. Let me please take a leave. So, anything, when somebody, it's a human nature even, when somebody brings some sort of hot topics and in the middle, without going furthermore, when you are very anxious to listen more about it, and he says, okay, I'm going to stop it right here. Your inner desire will be burning like blazing fire. You have to you want to really understand what is next. how to understand that, what happened, why happened, where happened. So who did, so you want to, all these questions arises in the mind. So Narada Muni left. And she's alone left in the house. Now what happens? All these questions are popping up, pop, 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 like a popcorn, when you put it in the microwave, So then, finally, after meditating, I don't know, for several decades or whatnot, Shivaji comes. On the way, he meets Narada Muni. So when he meets Narada Muni pays obeisances to Mahadev, and he says, "My dear Shiva, Parvati is disappointed very much. You should go quickly. Go home quickly without wasting any time here. I don't know, for some reason she is very disappointed." And Narada Muni left. He made curious to this side to Shivaji as well. So, but Shivaji is Shivaji. So he understood. Narada Muni went there. Narada Muni गए हैं तो कुछ खटपट करके ही आए हैं. इसलिए ये सब प्रॉब्लम शुरू हो गया. तो so now Narada Muni tells both sides that something is, he makes everybody either whether to swallow it or to throw it. He puts everyone in the middle condition. So then he disappears. So Shivaji goes to the ashram, his gufa, and then finally when he sees Parvati is, she is upset, really upset. And the Shivaji comes close and says, "My dear, loved one, why are you so disappointed? What's the matter? What happened? What did you hear? What did Narad tell you? Oh, Narad didn't tell me anything. He hasn't told me anything. But you are, I didn't trust you. You always tell me you really love me. You never hide me anything, anything from me. But now I see that you are hiding. You are a very crooked person. You are hiding things, but you are not telling me and performing drama here in front of me. Oh, I love you, my sweetheart. So now Mahadev is acting as if he doesn't know what's going on. So he says, "What is the matter? Please, dear honey, tell me. What is the matter? I love you so much. There is nothing in the world that is equal to you. Or I never love anybody more than you. How can you say all these things? Why are you saying all these things?" So of course the back and forth controversy, the conversation went between wife and husband as usual, and eventually Mata Parvati decided to ask Mahadev that if you really love me, then why did you hide me as this small significant matter from me? Why are you putting this garland on your neck? You never told me about that. And you are telling me that you never hide anything from me, you tell everything, before you do anything that is going to happen, blah, 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 all these blah, blahs are there, how can I trust you now? What makes you think that, you are speaking truth? How can I trust you? So, at this point, Mahadev smiles at Parvati and says, "My dear loved one, Parvati, remember one thing. You never ever try to ask me about these questions. Why I was wearing a garland? It's called garland. And according to the Vedic scriptures, it is said that unless and until one asks you something, you should tell anybody your own whimsically, because you may make offense. The person who hears may be not interested in such topics, therefore they may commit sinful activities as well. So therefore, unless and until really request you to talk about particular subject matters or ask you about particular questions, you should not answer. You should not try to expose yourself as a smart person or personality. So for that reason, you never ever bother to ask me a question. Therefore, my dear one, I never asked. I never told you the significance of the skulls. Why I am wearing it? There is a big significance on it, and there is a big proof also. So Mother Parvati was asking, what do you mean? What kind of proof you have? What significance is there? And he said, you just few seconds ago told me that you never loved me. You always hide things from me. So this is the proof how much I love you. Mahadev is telling Parvati that this is the proof how much I love you. Every life after life after life after life, you always pass away. You quit the body, and every time you quit the body, I take the skull of yours and join them and make a garland and wear on myself. This proves how much I love you. Even after you pass the body, when you leave the body, material body, I still am attached to your body. And how can you tell me that I never love you? Okay? So in this way, basically, Mahadev tells Parvati that two things. Number one is, of course, definitely he loves Parvati. There is no doubt about it. But the most important thing is that unless and until someone does not ask you question, no matter even if it is a loved one should not reveal everything or expose things. Sometimes it may give a negative impact. So when Mata Parvati was inquisitive now, curious to know why, like life after life, I am dying, and Mahadev is telling me that he is wearing my head skull. That means he is not dying. What is that thing that Mahadev is never dying and I am always dying? I am always living the material body and Mahadev is never living the body. What is that thing? What has he done? What is that significant thing? Because of that particular thing, Mahadev is never dying. I want to understand that. So this is the how conversation took place. Now Mother Parvati tells Mahadev, asks Mahadev, Lord Shiva, that my dear husband, you tell me that life, after life, I've been quitting this material body